thought we'd bring you another antique. This is a model 1910 Winchester. It was the last in a series made by Winchester that used an inertial bolt. Most semi-automatic rifles today use part of the gas to cycle the action back and forth. This one has a bit inside of here is a great big spring and inertial block that the recoil of the cartridge has to cycle the action with. For that reason, the cartridges had to be loaded to a certain power level to for these guns to cycle and work properly. To chamber the action, you've got the little plunger out here on the end. You push and it opens it up, and we'll show you that the magazine's empty. These are a pain in the buns to get this magazine in and out of. See if I can get it out of here. I haven't had it out in forever. You push it on this little tab and it releases. I'm not going to fight with it here. You get folks have better things to do than watch this. This was known as the guard gun, 20-inch barrel. The serial number is stamped right here by the trigger guard. And if you look on the bottom of the magazine, it says 401 caliber. This rifle was chambered in what Winchester called its 401 WSL, or 401 Winchester self-loader. These were built between 1910 and 1936. There were 36,000 manufactured. Many of these saw action in World War I, believe it or not, as anti-aircraft rifles. The vast majority of the production occurred within the first 3 years of manufacture. This is a first year of manufacture gun. This sight right here is correct for the rifle. The front sight is correct for the rifle. However, come back here, you'll notice this receiver mounted peep sight. This has been added. The rifle did not originally come with this. For somebody looking for an original rifle, that'll knock this one right out right away. Let's see here. I believe somewhere on here somebody carved their initials. Yeah, right here it is. There's initials that somebody has monogrammed in here right there. That detracts from the value as well. Another thing that makes these rifles less than desirable, by the way, the model number, folks, is right here. It says Model 1910 SL, which stands for self-loading. The ammunition on these is no longer available. The only way you can shoot this rifle is to load your own. This presents some unique problems because it also used a unique diameter. That it's the only rifle to ever use this bullet diameter as a jacketed round. It's a .406 diameter. Why they call it 401 is beyond me. This is a 200 grain jacketed round nose bullet in here. I have a box of original factories, but these are far too valuable to shoot up. This basically, for all intents and purposes, is a glorified 41 Magnum, although a 41 Magnum will not interchange with this particular weapon. In case you're wondering, a friend of mine had this rifle, and I like old antiquated rifles. I paid $200 for the rifle several years ago. However, I spent $400 on the special order loading dies and the brass and the bullets to try to get it shooting. I wish I could report to you that I had it shooting as well as these old rounds did, because I have come across a few that I've fired. These were very, very accurate. I have not been able to duplicate that with my hand loads up to this point. Okay, on to valuation. Okay, you might notice this, somebody's added this leather cover here and stitched it up. I've never pulled it off because I'd have to cut it off. I don't know what I'd find under there. There's some damage to the buttstock right here. I can see where the leather's pulled back. We have the initials that are carved in here. The bluing is probably about between 70 and 80% gone on this unit. The forearm here is in pretty good condition. A couple of nicks and handling marks, but nothing too earth-shattering. This rifle would go in probably good condition. Maybe fair because of the initial stamped it and everything else, but it does function and it does work. So it's probably a good condition weapon. Current value on this is probably in the neighborhood of between $250 and $300 if you can find somebody who wants to play with it. If you're going to if you happen to, like I do, have the reloading equipment for it, remember the reloading equipment is worth as much, if not more, than the rifle. So if you can buy this as a set and you really want to play around with an obsolete caliber, maybe you go $500 for the complete set with ammunition and loading components and everything else. Hopefully that you learned something. Again, this is, I should mention one other thing. This is the only rifle to ever use this caliber. So the brass is very hard to come by. There's not a lot of these are left around. Again, with an original production of 36,000 and many were shipped overseas. So we thank you for watching, and we here at MyGunValues hope you have a nice day. Thank you.